Hi, I'm Mike Brewer, and this is Mike's midweek message for July 15th. Thanks for stopping in. If you come by my office sometime, I might offer you a drink, except you wouldn't want to drink this. Despite the fancy packaging, this is not ginger ale. It is water I brought back from the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea is some of the saltiest water on earth. It's actually toxic to drink this stuff. People do go and bathe in the Dead Sea. I say bathe because it's difficult to swim. The water is so buoyant you can't really sink. You can sit cross-legged and float with the water just maybe coming up to around your belly button. When you get out from a soak in the Dead Sea, there are showers on shore. Because if you don't shower off and you just walk away, the salt coats your body and you end up looking a little like Casper the Ghost with white powder all over yourself, but the powder is salt. The showers are also there to protect your eyes. If your eyes get splashed, you can literally lose your vision. The water is so salty and so caustic, so your eyes have to be washed out quickly. Now, despite all those unpleasant things, the Dead Sea is a fascinating place to visit. If you ever get the opportunity, by all means, make the trip or the side trip or whatever. The Dead Sea is the lowest place on earth, at least as far as the surface of the world is concerned, roughly 1,400 feet below sea level. And it is within a few decimals of percentage points among the saltiest bodies of water on Earth. About 34% salinity. Salt and all kinds of other minerals are there dissolved in the water. Almost nothing lives in the Dead Sea except for a few hardy bacteria and one particularly tough form of algae can sometimes be found growing there. Thus the name the Dead Sea, although the biblical name for that body of water is the Salt Sea. It's really a lake, a large lake, and people ask, how did it become so salty? Well, apparently that has happened over the span of millions of years. The Dead Sea is located deep in a seismic rift. Water flows in, primarily water from the Jordan River, clean water, fresh water, but nothing flows out. It's desert conditions there, so water flows into the lake, but the lake never overflows because the water evaporates. But when the water evaporates, the small number of trace minerals in the Jordan River are left behind. So although the Jordan is, again, a good place for fishing, a good place for boating and swimming, over the eons, the small amounts of minerals in that water have been left behind in the Dead Sea and have accumulated until the water is unbelievably salty and chemically caustic. Now, there's a long-time truism attached to this, and that is that the reason the Dead Sea is dead is because it receives without giving anything back. That is, it receives the flow of the Jordan River, but doesn't allow that flow to go any further. It catches it, holds it, and gives nothing away. That may be a truism, but it might also be true in terms of the way we live. We are all receivers. We receive all kinds of blessings from God and gifts from one another and assistance from our culture and our society and the people around us, just as the Dead Sea is constantly receiving. But if we receive and never give anything back, something does die in us. Some spirit of kinship, some spirit of generosity, some openness of heart simply closes up. So, here's my lesson for you if you want to take it to heart. Don't be like the Dead Sea. Of course, receive blessings from all over the place whenever you get the chance. And then pass them on. Pay them forward. Share them with others. Let your life be a channel through which blessings flow rather than a sea in which blessings accumulate until we are cut off from each other and selfish and mindful only of our own needs and not that of others. Thanks for dropping in. Hope to see you again soon. In the meanwhile, be safe, be strong, and be faithful. Bye-bye.